Okay, so this is my Be the Change speech, and I chose the topic adventure. Imagine yourself being able to do anything you like with confidence and without anyone stopping you. Maybe you might think that would be amazing, but will I ever be able to do that? Well, maybe this speech might be able to guide you to change into a more independent, brave, confident, and new person. Have you ever been afraid of trying to do something? Well, everyone finds it hard to try to face their worst fears, but those who have courage would find it easy to face and overcome them. The reason why they can is because they are brave, and they are representatives of the ideal adventure. This means that they are willing to discover whether their fears are actually good or bad. Their will to discover new things is what we call courage. For example, you are really afraid of worms. You hate them and cry every time they appear, thinking that they could hurt you. Eventually, one day, you decide to try and lightly touch an innocent worm. In the end, nothing happens, and that brings up a smile on your face. So you see, this is you being brave. Another example is more simple, just having the nerves to say no to someone. Being brave and having courage is having the will to do something that we think is bad. Those people who are willing to take the risks are brave, adventurous, and confident in themselves. Being able to make the right choices and being able to choose the right path is what we call adventurous. Firstly, I have chosen the topic adventure because I see and know a lot of people who have spooky, strange, and scary fears. So I want people to become brave and try to do things that they have never thought of doing before. I also want them to have courage and try to find out whether things are bad or good for once. Another reason why I have chosen the topic adventure is because there are a lot of famous people who demonstrate bravery and courage in this world. For example, Malala Yousafzai defied the No Girls Allowed in School law in Pakistan and wasn't afraid of getting shot by the Pakistan Taliban if it meant she could stand up for women's rights. The last reason why I chose the topic adventure is because I feel like some people who have talent won't be able to bring out the talent they have if they aren't brave enough to stand up for themselves or show themselves to the world. For example, Lady Gaga was once really shy and didn't have enough courage and confidence to go perform in concerts or go on stage in front of a crowd of people who were watching her, even though she had a lot of talent. By just being a little bit brave and facing her stage fright, she is now very successful and has achieved her goals and dreams that she once had as a little girl. Even though some people think that being brave and being adventurous is important, some people also think that it is not important and being brave isn't necessary. People who agree with the point that being brave is important might say that if we are not brave, we won't be able to participate in anything or get any real or good jobs. The people who disagree with the point might say that it isn't important to be brave, as there will always be kind people out there who are willing to help people who are shy, and those people will give the shy people a chance. In my opinion, I think that being brave is important because sometimes if we have everything we need to achieve something, but we don't have that one last thing, courage, then we won't be able to lead anything or even do anything that is important in our lives. One of the world's most successful people, Walt Disney, once said that courage is the main quality of leadership, no matter where it is exercised. Usually, it implies some risk, especially in new undertakings. The meaning of this is that courage is something we need to be a leader. No matter where we are, most of the time it is quite risky, especially in new surroundings and situations. As conclusion what I've said, I will say that everyone needs to have courage, no matter what happens, as life can't go on without someone being brave and standing up, not caring about whether the situation they're in is hard or easy. Sometimes in life, we just have to step forward and stand up for ourselves, which requires courage and being adventurous, which means that you are willing to take the risky path when you are sure it is the right way to go. If you don't have courage, people won't even notice you. You won't be able to confront your fears, and you won't have the nerves to let go of the past. Thank you for listening to my Be the Change speech.
Be the change in leadership. What is important about a leader? Leadership is the ability of a person or a group of people to lead and guide followers. Leadership involves making decisions, sometimes difficult, creating, setting achievable goals, and provide followers with the knowledge and tool necessarily to achieve those goals. find a need in the business. In business, people who show these leadership qualities can be raised to a manager management or a better level position, such as CEO. Outstanding people who have shown strong leadership in technology business include Apple founder Steve Jobs, Microsoft founder Bill Gates, and Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos. And effective leaders host the following features: self-confidence, strong communication, and management skills, creative and involved thinking. The good leader. What does all this mean for you? Leaders don't always stand out in front of crowds. You can lead by giving good advice to others or simply add nutrients and responsibility. Being a good role model for others. Leadership is a great thing to do. You need to use leadership skills when you grow up. A great leaders own a clear vision and honor honesty and clear focus. Great leaders help people reach their goals, are not afraid to hire people that might be better than them, and take pride in the accomplishment of those they help along the way. A leader's most important role is to provide clear and compelling direction. He or she is a living planner. Believe in teamwork. Not all leaders are like that, but you can improve. Who's a leader? Regardless of your job title, everybody is a leader. The one who's the most influence is the one who leads from the front. The one who's most makes the most difference is the one who has the most patience for others. Effective leaders have the necessary part to become a powerful leader. My experience of being a leader. I have been a leader for a lot of time. Being a leader is one thing you need when you grow up. You use it all the time. Little kids will look at you and see that you have good experience. I have once been a house captain in Regents International School. Before, it was entertaining and interesting for me. It was a big job being a house captain in the Yellow House. When I first knew that I was the house captain, I felt really pleased. I didn't do much since it was locked down, so I just relaxed and learned. But when I was in school, I have meeting every Friday. We talk about some event or the house point. It was really a good experience for me. It makes me improve my leadership skills and self-confidence skills. As the second leader of the family, I have a little brother and 7 cousins who are girls. I have to take care of them because I'm their big sister. Being a leader is sometimes hard, or really hard, for little kids, like my 7 cousin and younger brother. Sometimes they just don't listen and don't do things we say so. So it's really difficult to become a successful leader. Being the change in leadership can be tough, but I never heard anyone say it wasn't worth it. Thank you for your time. Any question, please feel free to ask.